Hello everyone, welcome once again. Today we are going to study a new chapter of 7th standard, that is weather, climate and adaptations to climate. So first of all we are going to start the chapter with the definition of weather. Let us know what is weather. Weather is the day-to-day conditions of an atmosphere at a place. It is influenced by different factors like humidity, temperature, wind speed, rainfall, etc. So we can say the weather of a place is defined as the day-to-day conditions, because we sometimes used to say today's weather is sunny, yesterday it was rainy. So this is what we define weather as. Weather can be changed within one day or it can be changed two times in one day. So daily day-to-day conditions are known as weather, and the different factors that defines weather are humidity, temperature, wind speed, rainfall, etc. Now let's talk about humidity. Humidity is the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere and is measured by a hygrometer. So hygrometer is basically a device which is used to measure the humidity of a place. Now after that, climate. Climate is the average weather conditions at a specific place over a longer period of time. As we have said, in case of weather it was day-to-day condition, but climate is for a longer period of time. For many years it has been noticed, and then we can define the climate of a place. Now temperature is measured twice a day. One is maximum, another one is minimum. So maximum temperature is generally measured at the time of afternoon. It is measured at the time of afternoon, and minimum temperature is generally recorded at the time of early morning. So these are the different temperature that are being measured to give the temperature, minimum and maximum temperature of a day. Now after that, factors affecting climate. What are the different factors that affect climate of a place? One is topography. Topography means the shape of a land. The shape of land defines the temperature or climate of a place. After that, sea level. The distance from the sea and nearby water bodies are one of the influential factors that affect the climate of a region. If you are living near a sea or ocean, what will happen? In case of seashores, the weather will be humid and there could be rainfall with some interval of time. So that is what sea level is also responsible for the different factors. After that, ocean currents. Ocean currents can transfer heat energy from land to sea or vice versa. As we have studied in previous one chapter, that land bridge and sea bridge that occurs during day and night. So this also affects the heat of a place. It can affect the temperature of the region. After that, prevailing winds. Wind distribute particular air masses. Wind distributes the mass of air in the all of the direction. The direction of the wind can determine the climate of a region. How the wind is blowing, it can also determine the climate of a region. Next is human influence. While all the above are natural factors, we have the humans are one of the most devastating factors that have triggered this climate change. So we humans are also responsible for the climate change. After that, adaptations to climate. So we have learned about factors which affect the climate. These all are topography, sea level, ocean currents, prevailing winds and human influences. Now let's talk about adaptations to climate. What are the different adaptations then that we need to make to live in a climate? The features and habits that help animals to live in a habitat are called climate. So different adaptations are made by the animals as well as humans to live in a specific region. For example, 3 regions are classified according to adaptation. One is polar region. Polar region have extreme climate. Sun does not rise at poles for 6 months and does not set for other 6 months. So for polar climate, we can say extreme climatic conditions are experienced at polar regions. They are usually covered with snow. For 6 months, the sun does not rise. That means a lot of cold will be there. And for 6 months, the sun does not set. That means it will be just opposite of the previous 6 months. In winters, the temperature can be as low as minus 37 degree Celsius. And we know the water freezes at 0 degree Celsius. Freezing point of water is 0 degree Celsius. So can we imagine the minus 37 degree Celsius, the temperature that goes in polar regions? Polar animals like penguins. You have heard about polar animals like penguins and polar bears. So these are the animals, they have adapted to live in the climatic conditions of polar regions. So they have adopted it according to the climate of the polar regions. After that, tropical rainforest. So tropical rainforest is having hot summers and plenty of rainfall. Plenty of rainfall. Days and nights are almost equal in length throughout the years. In tropical rainforest, the hot and humid climate because of its location around the equator. And that is why the day and night length is equal. Even the lowest temperature is 15 degrees Celsius. It is the lowest temperature of tropical rainforest climate. During summers, the temperature is rise to 40 degrees Celsius. And days and nights are almost equal throughout the year. They get plenty of rainfall. They include the tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforests include Western Ghats and Assam in India, Southeast Asia, Central America and Central Africa. And the different animals of the tropical rainforest are red-eyed frog and monkeys. These are the different animals of tropical rainforest. After that, let's talk about desert. Desert have extreme climate. They receive less rainfall and large amount of sunlight. So that is what desert is. Rainfall will be very less and sunlight will be a lot. So the plants and animals of desert adapt themselves according to the weather of the desert. As you have heard about camel. Camel is also called sheep of desert. It lives in the desert region. It can store water with it for 10 to 15 days and it has padded feet. The eyelids of the camel are long so that the sand and that does not enter its eyes. So these all are the adaptations. Now let's talk about migration. So migration is the mass movement of animals, mostly birds, from colder places to warmer regions to escape the cold, to breed or due to shortage of food. So migration is basically movement from one place to another place. Generally we are talking about birds. They used to come from colder places to a warmer region for the different reasons. The different causes are escape the cold, for breeding or due to shortage of food. The birds are guided by the sun during the day and the stars at the night. The direction is guided by sun and stars. For example, we can take example of Siberian cranes. They come to India from Siberia every year and they come to Rajasthan for their season of winter season so that they can spend their winters in the warmer region. So that's all about this chapter. I hope you liked the video. For more details, stay connected to my channel. Thank you and have a good day to all of you.